Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt. Ammunition review today. Our flavor of choice is 350 Legend. At the time of receiving all this for review, this was the heaviest supersonic offering. This is our 180 grain PowerPoint. I do believe it's compatible with Word 2003. Ha ha ha, dad joke, get it? PowerPoint. Let's throw this guy on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. In full transparency, AR15.com sent over a box of the 350 Legend offerings through Winchester to review with no strings attached. We have two barrel lengths afforded to us, a 16 and 20 inch. After we've collected our velocity figures and a practical accuracy test at 100 yards, we're actually going to shoot this in gel to see which of these original 5 offerings are going to offer us the best ballistics. Mainly this cartridge is designed for hunting in certain states and counties or weather localities that have restrictions based on cartridge dimensions or whether they're straight wall or bottleneck. Typically our straight wall cartridges have a much shorter effective range so that if you miss your target and you're not looking at what's lying beyond it, you have less of a chance of putting one of those bullets through your neighbor's house or his deer blind. We'll start with our shortest barrel length, which is our 16-inch Ruger American. And now for our 20-inch, this is a friend's gun of mine. It's got the K.E. Arms polymer single piece lower on here. Here is the best group from our 180 grain at 100 yards using our Ruger American with a 16-inch and the primary arms 18 power scope. 1.457 inches. These were all 4 of the first 4 shots, and then somehow I pulled that one. Otherwise that would have been a really good group, and I think it still is. There is a little bit of wind outside today, but not too much. This guy was another group that wasn't the greatest there. Gotta slow down with that particular gun, but I would say that's pretty good for a 180 grain. Now to finish off our assessment, we got some 10% clear ballistics gel block down there, 6x6x16 with some multiple backup blocks. We'll start with the 16, then go to the 20-inch here. $19.95. And now our 20-inch. I'm very curious, we go down and look at the block, how deep these penetrate. .2061. Looks like I was really close to another shot there. Let me go see. All the space on the block, and I still always intersect other bullet paths. Normally you can get about 4 to 5 shots on a block if you're careful, and for whatever reason, you know, it is what it is. But we have pretty typical wound tracks for our larger diameter bullets, and this is exactly the same kind of wounding that we've seen with all the other 350 Legend. We've got quite a bit of tearing, which these would be considered your permanent wound cavities. As far as penetration goes, right down there is the 16-inch, and right out here is the 20-inch. See if the gimbal will transition. So right around the 19-inch mark, maybe 19 and a half, is the 16-inch. Then the 20-inch, get this right here,
right around the 21.5. You can see that the bullet is actually facing towards me, so I wonder if at some point it turned on itself and that's the way it penetrated. So pretty consistent with all of our 350 Legend. We are seeing anywhere from 18 to 24 inches of penetration. Again, we're looking at very consistent expansion in our 350 Legend. This 180 grain, very nice little bullet there. Doesn't look like it is bonded because we've lost some of the lead off the jacket. We'll get macros of these. But more and more, if you're looking for a shorter range hunting cartridge and you have some kind of restrictions in your state that say you have to use a straight wall cartridge, these might be the trick for you guys. And they recoil a little bit, but I would say recoil is pretty mild compared to some of the other more tuned for hunting cartridges. So if you have little ones, I know some of my friends who have kids that are 9 to 12 years old, they shoot 350 Legend just fine, and they've actually taken some deer with them. So there you have it.
Well, everyone, that concludes our testing of this 180 grain soft point 350 Legend load from Winchester. We had good velocities in our two barrel lengths. I wish I could have picked up a 9-inch to see where we fall off when we go shorter, but our 16 and 20-inch I feel are going to be fairly common in this caliber. As far as our accuracy goes, that's why I always say your mileage may vary. Your particular barrel or gun could have far superior accuracy than the guns that I'm using, and your skill set could be greater than mine. But still, for a 100 to 150, 200 yard load, this would provide you with more than adequate accuracy. Our gel results for our 350 Legend showed we had pretty much consistent expansion and penetration out of all the different loads. So if you're going to pick a particular load for your gun, I would say whatever feeds the best in your particular gun and gives you the best accuracy would be the one that you'd want to choose. With all that being said, it's time for me to hasta lasagna and get the heck out of here. At the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible. Number one is my Patreon supporters. Number two is Winchester/AR15.com, who in full transparency donated the ammunition last year for us to test in an AR that I never got my hands on. And of course, number three is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.